There's a traditional time to prune lavender, and it's on the 8th day of the 8th month, chopping the plants back to 8 buds. Now, unbelievably, it is the 8th day of the 8th month. That's incredible, isn't it? Usually this plant finishes flowering in September, and I know that because that's when the bees stop working the plant. So to be honest, you've got to play the season that's in front of your lavender, or the season that your lavender's living with. As soon as the bees stop visiting the flowers, they're good to prune. Now, I mentioned pruning them up to 8 buds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a bit of a game counting them. So what I do instead, which is easier to get your head around, is chop the leafy tops, ignoring the stems, back by 1/8. So if that's half, that'll be 3/4. So there. And that takes away a little tuft of leaves as well as the spent flower. I'll explain why that's important in a moment, but it's a job that you can do quite quickly. Nice sharp pair of secateurs. You do end up smelling a bit like, well, my old Auntie Anne's sock drawer. She loved a lavender bag in there. But it's a beautiful summery scent. And the plant won't take any harm from this. In fact, it's going to do it some good. All the straggly bits off, last one. Taking off 1/8. Look at that. Quick razz over, just like they do at the hairdressers to get any waifs and strays gone. And what I'm going to do is just go around the edge of it, just to keep it a nice domed shape. What I'm after is a lavender tuffet that comes up from the sides of the pot and sits, I suppose, like a semicircle over the top of the container. That way all the leaves get an equal amount of light, and if they do that, you get an equal amount of flowers coming out the top next summer. Finished. Now, what I've done there by chopping back into the green growth is encourage the plant to grow from these tiny little side shoots. Can you see them in there? These little buds just there. If I didn't prune it back that hard, you'd only have the top ones, which are always a bit straggly. These ones will now grow, and the whole of this top will fill out into a beautiful silver dome. One thing to note is you want to keep your lavenders in a state of semi-drought. Don't overwater them, and certainly don't feed them, certainly not with anything with nitrogen in it. If you put a lawn fertiliser or a general feed on this, you'll get lots of leggy growth, and when your flowers do come again next year, they'll be really floppy. No, you've got to grow them hard. If the plant is really struggling, a bit of tomato fertiliser is fine. What I do every winter is put a little bit of wood ash around the base of the plant. A trowel load is about right, and that just gives it a little bit of a boost when it's getting out of the blocks in spring. Now, don't throw the tops away. These things, obviously, people make potpourri out of them. I'm not so into that. What I do with these is chop them up nice and small and use them as a mulch. Because these scented bits of stem and flower are brilliant as a pest deterring mulch on pots that are prone to those nasty little grubs, vine weevil. Yeah, little white grubs, brown heads on them. They love heucheras, they love strawberries, they love winter pansies. This stuff, well, they don't like the scent of it, they don't like the plant oils within it, and they stay away. But there it is, a lavender pruned as it likes to be. 8th day, the 8th month, back by 1/8.